Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we have to do some upgrades to the Traxxas Maxx. I have the Traxxas metal drive shafts and along the supporting mods, the 17mm hubs as well. Take you over to the binge and show you why I need to do this upgrade. So stick around, guys. All right guys, so if you can see right there, drive shaft broken. The other side you can see majorly twisted. And in the back, it is the same exact thing. That one's majorly twisted, and that one is completely broke. I knew this was going to happen, more than likely, so I had already purchased the parts, and they'd just been sitting, waiting until I did just this. So, and I did do it. It did happen from trying to use the self-righting feature, just as a FYI. I had used it quite a few times since I've been on the wide kit with no issues, but tried to use it last week at the beach, and it uprighted itself and actually got up on the wheels. But as soon as I went to drive, it was funny, and it was because it had no drive on the one side. So we have the metal axles, and then we have the hubs to do. So I'm gonna start tearing this apart and get into replacing these. So stick around for that, guys. All right, guys. So here's our new drive shafts. When you open the package with the drive shafts, you get your 4 drive shafts, cups for, the output. Comes with new bearings and screws for your cups. Here is, I've already taken out one drive shaft. This is the twisted one, not quite broken, but twisted. So a couple things I'd like to point out on this in taking this apart. You need to take out this middle screw here that holds this on, basically, that allows you to access your pin, which is that pin right there, to allow this to pull out. You need to do that so you can get to your screw here for the inner part of the drive shaft to unscrew it. Without doing that, you just can't get a direct access to be able to unscrew it and pull it out. And then on the outer part of everything, I disconnected the outer steering link, the upper arm and the lower arm, which allows me to pull this piece out, as you see here. And then I was able to get, this off. And of course, I'll be putting in new bearings. So you need to do that. All right, guys. So here I've opened the packages for the hubs. If you don't know, if you're doing the axle upgrade, you have to purchase these. If you don't, you won't be able, there's no way for you to get your wheels on the new metal drive shafts without these. So it comes with everything. Here's you do, when you purchase these 4 pieces come in one package, and the nuts on the outside come in another. So you actually have to purchase these and purchase those. I have the part numbers below. These come with new screws with it as well, and they go on, the end there. So I'm gonna get those on and show you what it looks like. So stick around for that, guys. All right, guys. So I have this back corner done here. Basically the same as the front. You take this bolt out, take the one here on the front out. You still need to take this center bolt here so you can move this piece up and pull out that pin, so your lower control arm will swing out, so you can get to your screw up in here to pull the stock inner part of the drive shaft out, and then also to put your new cup and screw in, put your new bearings in. This is the 17mm splined hub. I did make a mistake when I ordered my parts. I ordered this correctly, but this other piece that I ordered, this is actually a metal piece for the stock plastic drive shafts, not the nut. I didn't buy this. I bought the wrong piece, so I just had to order the 17mm nuts that screw onto this. As you can see here on the front wheel's on there, and I don't have the nut to screw on and hold it down, so I've ordered those. So it'll be a few days before those go in. When putting these on, your pin here is a floating pin, goes in there, and then your wheel goes on there, and the wheel will keep it from the pin from sliding out. On the stock metal ones, for the stock ones, you actually have a screw to go in and lock it down. So I'm going to finish the rest of the other side and get it to where I'm just waiting on those nuts to come in. And when the nuts come in, we'll put those on, and then we'll charge a battery and take it out to bash on it. So let me get that done for you guys. One more thing, guys, I sort of made a mistake where I was saying the pin that goes through here in the middle is a floating pin. It's not really a floating pin. You actually have these little screws here that go through the center of your drive shaft and lock the pin in place. So I'm going to show you here. I haven't put this one in yet, but there is screws in there, and it basically is going to screw in and tighten up against the pin to keep the pin from floating, coming out, basically, like if you take the wheel off so the pin don't come out. So the pin is now, oh, I don't have this one tight enough. Right, guys, so there, actually took two hands to do it because I needed to use pliers to hold the hub, but I'm trying to push on that pin, and you can see it won't move, so it's now locked into place. So that's what those little screws for. They go through the center here and lock it in. So let me get everything else done. All right, guys, so here's all the stock stuff, stock drive shafts. As you see, the two broken, the two twisted. This one actually, I was gonna say might not be twisted as bad, but it's still pretty good. The bearings that were replaced in the process, hubs and pins, and there it is, all done. Honestly, if you've done the wide kit, doing this is pretty easy. It's about the same. If you're gonna do the wide kit, honestly, doing the drive shafts at the same time, I mean, you're having the same stuff apart, so you're only doing it once. I had the drive shafts when I did my wide kit. I opted to wait because I wanted to see how long it would take to break them. So, you know, I did not do it at the same time. So again, I am waiting on the 17mm nuts for this. Once they come in, we'll finish this up and we'll give her a test drive. All right, guys, so finally got our 17mm wheel nuts in to permanently mount our tires with the upgraded metal CVDs, axles, whatever you'd like to call them. So we're gonna get these installed and got a battery on the charge so we can go out and bash it around a little bit. So stick around, guys. All right, guys, so they're on all four corners. We'll say you need 17mm. What I had to use was a socket. I had a deep well socket, but it was a little bit fatter, by probably a millimeter or two fatter than this one, so it wouldn't work, but this one worked just fine. So keep that in mind. If you do this, you will need 17mm socket of some type, unless you can find a nut driver, and I might look for one that's 17mm to have. So just keep that in mind. Wait on the battery to get charged, and we'll go out and run it.
Got them both.
the upgraded axles on the Traxxas Maxx. What do you think? Definitely a nice improvement. I actually feel like it wraps up, so to speak, quicker. Maybe because they're not as fat around as the others. I'm sure weight wise, I didn't weigh them. I imagine I would think the metal ones would be a little heavier, but they're definitely skinnier. Definitely holding the abuse so far. I'm sure tires will be the next thing that I need to upgrade, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. Hope you like what you see, guys, and if you do, please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.